capabilities as that one back there.
So that thing tells you when the fuel tank, the cap, whether is actually leaking,
Yep.
or the sensor or the hoses. That's where you can test it. Is
Yeah,
that right?
and how it does it, man, is the smoke that comes out of the machine. Here, I'll turn it on for you. So now it's smoking.
Let's see it.
Okay, it's got a feature that we call a pulse smoke,
Yeah.
which makes it like you're puffing on a cigarette. Now, see this tiny little leak right there?
Yeah.
That little hole? So how do you find that in a car, right? Well, you got the smoke coming out here, so you know you got a leak, so you know you got to look.
You can
Well,
see it where exactly leaking.
well, how do you find that out if it's stuck behind something? Well, our smoke has the built-in UV trace dye like you use for finding AC leaks. So you just bring out your flashlight here, shine it right there, see where it's glowing green?
Yeah.
That's where your leak's at. Right on the dot.
Yep.
That's how you find them. That quick.
That works really nice. Hey, we have in the school buses like 20 relays like these, but kind of having problem like how you know fastest way if this relay works or not. But is that Verus will tells you if the relay bad or good while hooked
it will
on the
activate the relay. So if you know that this is your fuel pump relay, say, and you activate it and click it
yeah.
by on and off, you'll
Yeah.
feel it.
Oh, you'll feel it.
You'll feel it activating. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it tells you which one. If it's not activating and you got power there, you got a bad relay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. So you like your coolant fans or something. When you click them, you can feel them click, 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 click.
It's awesome. How much is that? You said?
That one,
Yeah.
roughly with the rebates around 7.
7,000.
Yeah, with the rebates and the trades, yeah.
7,000. We're still.
$1,000 rebate on it.
Yeah, so you can 6,000 with rebate.
Hey, do you guys find out technology whether ECM is still, it tells your computer whether it's bad or good, or we have to run all days and messing up?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. That Verus Pro right there
Yeah.
is the only scan tool on the market that can actually tell whether you have a bad PCM or not. And how it does that
Yeah.
is, so let's say you're running the live data. Just for example, this is what your computer is telling you is coming out of it.
Yeah.
Well, you go into the guided component test.
I love this guy as soon as I graduated school, but I kind of having trouble. Well, I want to see my buddy if you want to try it.
So have you used the guided component test at all? Oh, awesome. So guided component test will tell you whether any component in the car is good or bad or not. How does it do that? Well, we're going into the Chevy Impala still. So we're going to load it up. But most of your sensors are in your fuel injection. Let's just take a crank sensor, for example, right?
Yeah.
Something exclusive to Snap-on is component information. It's going to tell you the function of the crank sensor. It's going to give you a view of the harness,
Yep.
where to back probe it, what each pin is on there. Okay? Now, the other thing that we give you is where to run the best test location at, because you can't always hook right to a crank sensor. Okay? And where the component is actually located. Where is the crank sensor located? Behind the crankshaft pulley.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so now we're going to go run the test. What's cool about Snap-on and sets us apart from the competition is when we run the test, we hit view meter right here. It's going to give us all where we hook everything up right on the screen. We're going to hit view meter. It's going to program the parameters into the lab scope all by itself. That's what it's doing right there. So it's programming the timing and the voltage. Okay. Now, once we set the trigger and run the test, how do we know if it's good or not? Well, you need to know what the waveform looks like, right?
Yes.
Well, there it is right there for you. So once you run the test, you're going to get a waveform across the screen. If it doesn't look like that perfect one there,
Then
you know that that's
something's
the
wrong with it.
component that you need to fix.
Okay. I
So
got
what
it,
separates
that
us
part.
out is that you can tile this to half the screen, and this is the information that's going into the computer.
Yeah.
You can look at your live engine data that's coming out of the computer, and that way you're looking at front door and back door right on the same screen.
But is there a where you can go or diagnostic like tells you ECM is done or bad or need replacement?
there's not a list saying bad PCM. No.
Bad PCM still.
This is where you find out if it is. I think if you do. There's the.
Oh, there's some buses maybe going up.
You just honking?
Yeah. Oh, it was going on the side.
Well, you're right, Ian. It's just you need the stylus to
Yeah.
shrink it down.
Yeah.